Hey everyone. So I know I've been wondering this probably for a long time now, actually. Since we first saw anyone saw this episode, episode 44, when Garmadon sacrificed himself. Well, that's always been saying, of course he'll come back because, he's one of the main characters and all that stuff. He's got to come back. Well, can he really come back or not? That's the big question, because he's not heard of at all besides him being sacrificed himself at the end of 44. There's been nothing at all heard about him being back, or anything about him in the new season. Now, I know, of course, you could say, because they'll probably go to the Cursed Realm for some point in the season. They'll probably see him there. And I have a great feeling that they probably will see him there. But, can he actually come back? Now, I know that Cole ends up getting turned into a ghost, and of course, they're going to fix him because he's one of the ninja. They're going to obviously fix him, turn him back to normal. So, why couldn't they turn Garmadon back to normal? That's a question. Like, if they got Garmadon out of the Cursed Realm, couldn't they make him back to normal if they get Cole back to normal? So, but the big question thing here is, how are they going to get Garmadon out of the Cursed Realm? The little armor that Moro had apparently got destroyed in episode 48. That's what I've heard. So, and that armor let him bring anyone he wanted from the Cursed Realm into the real world. So, it just makes me wonder if they even can bring him back now. Now let's go back to the old thing that's saying, in order for someone to come out of the Cursed Realm, someone must take their place. Obviously, Lloyd will not take Garmadon's place. So, that's just another thing. Can Garmadon even come back in any other way? I know Moro escaped, so it's possible to escape, of course. But it's obviously very difficult to do that. So, now Garmadon, at the end, they did make it seem like it was a pretty good farewell to Garmadon. They made the stat. I know they did with Zane too, but of course they weren't going to get rid of an actual ninja. Zane was, of course, to come back. And that was no doubt there. But Garmadon, he's not a ninja. Now, I know that doesn't mean anything. He's still one of the biggest characters in this whole show. But I can actually see him being gone and not actually coming back. Because in Rebooted, they did kind of foreshadow him going away. By in episode 30, him saying that one day you'll have to do this journey alone without him, even without him one day. So they've been saying that, they kept saying that every now and then until he actually sacrificed himself and he was gone. So if they led that much up to it, how could they just bring him back? I think Garmadon being gone is just going to help Lloyd realize that and become stronger, he's gonna have to get through it and all that stuff, and he's just gonna have to, I don't know, it's just, I do not think, I'm feeling it both ways, like if Garmadon can come back or not, because we have not heard anything. He's not in any sets or anything, and I know there's a temple set coming, but I do not know, I don't think he will be in that either. I don't think he'll come back. Now, of course, I do think he'll come back as well. It's just very confusing and conflicting here, because I'm really, really curious on what you guys think about this, because there's so many ways pointing that he will not come back at all, and then there's ways that he will, because he's a main character. He is one of the biggest characters in Ninjago. Of course he's got to come back, but yet again, we have heard nothing about him at all. And there's difficulties on actually him coming back. He's in the Cursed Realm, and obviously if he's in the Cursed Realm, he's most likely a ghost by now. So, it's very, very interesting. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Garmadon can actually come back? This has been a question that's kind of been popping up for a while now, and I know you guys are probably going to every now and then say, of course Garmadon's going to come back. But if you think about it, just think about it for a little bit. Can he actually come back, and will he? I'm sure we'll probably see him again, but will he actually come back into the normal world and be with his family and friends again, So I do think we'll see him again. And also, the season does start on June 29th. Now, I know the episode 45 is gone on YouTube now in English. I'm not watching it. I'm going to wait until it airs in the United States because I just feel like it'll make the premiere a little exciting. A little more exciting not to know what they're going to do or say. I know what they're going to do, but don't know what they're saying, so I'll finally understand the episode when I watch it, when it airs here. And if you can't watch it or you don't have Cartoon Network, you could probably go find it on YouTube. But if not, if you want to enjoy the premiere and you want to really enjoy it, I would probably say not watch the episodes on YouTube because it's not far away. The episode is not far away for the United States, and then it's an everyday thing starting June 29th, that whole week. So I honestly, I kind of do recommend not watching it if you do have Cartoon Network. Just don't watch it on YouTube and just kind of wait because it'll just be I feel like it'll be more enjoyable if you don't. I can't choose for you. It's your own choice. But I'm not going to watch them. But yeah, the main point here again in this video is, will Garmadon return? Can he? It's the big question, but really, can he if you think about it?